So in our today's lecture we are going to discuss about RL series circuit. So to analyze that one, let us draw the diagram first. So we need to take one resistor and one inductor in series. So now I'll take this one is my resistance, okay, this one is inductor, okay, both are connected in series. Now these two combined together, we need to excite it with an AC source. So this is one AC source. So this is AC source, and this is my resistance, and this is inductance. Okay, already we know that the voltage drop across the resistance is VR, and this one is VL. This is VL. I'll take this one is VR bar and VL bar, because when you are dealing with the AC itself having magnitude as well as both the direction. Because of this is current I bar. Okay. Now if you see this is the circuit diagram. Now if you see the vector diagram, so I'll take this is one as a current I, and this one is my voltage source V, okay, voltage V. So what we are taking, this is current, I am taking it as a I, okay. Now this is V, voltage across the inductor, this is VL. So whenever pure inductor is there, that is current always lags behind the voltage by 90 degrees, or else voltage leads the current by 90 degrees. Already we have seen this one in our last class. This is VL at 90 degrees. So when we have taken with respect to the voltage, current always lags the voltage by some angle 90 degrees. For suppose if I called it as from the voltage side, then we can say that voltage leads the current by 90 degrees. So this is one quantity and this is another quantity. Now I want resultant quantity. So how to draw the resultant quantity? So this is will be my resultant. Okay, this is the resultant. Okay, now this is resultant V value, this is resultant V. Now I can draw this from this one, I can draw one line. So this is my VR, okay, and I am getting this line, this is my VL. Okay, VL and VR, VL at an angle 90 degrees, and this is the angle phi between resultant voltage and resultant current I bar. So this is my V bar and this is my I bar. Now if you see the impedance diagram, so this is 1 and this is 1, okay. So this is my resultant, okay. Now this is, I'll take it as R, okay. This is X and this is my Z, is the resultant. So this is the angle between R and X. So this is impedance. Now let I be the reference. Now what we can say, we'll take let I bar be the reference phasor. So if I bar be the reference phasor, I can take it as this I bar is equals to I at an angle 0 degrees. I at an angle 0 degrees. Now we need to calculate the voltage across the resistors. VR, that is voltage across the resistor, equal to I bar into resistance is the R value. So already we know that I at an angle 0 into resistance R value. So that is, I'll get I into R at an angle 0, that is my VR at an angle 0. Okay. Now at the same time, if we calculate the voltage across the inductor, that is VL. So voltage across the inductor is I into J into XL is the reactance, that is equals to I is nothing but I at an angle 0 degrees. Okay, this is, I'll take I bar, plus I at an angle 0 degrees plus XL, sorry, this is not plus, this is into, so these are same, right? So shall we take it as another symbol? So this dot, so this is into XL. When the moment we have a J, we'll write XL at an angle 90 degrees. XL at an angle 90 degrees. Now this is, I'll get I into XL at an angle 90 degrees. So this is what we'll get, VL at an angle 90 degrees. So this is voltage across the resistor as well as voltage across the inductor. Now I need to calculate the total voltage. So this is VR bar and this is VL bar. Now I need to calculate V bar. So V bar resultant is, already we know that I bar into Z bar, I bar into Z bar. So this is I at an angle 0 into Z is making an angle phi. Okay, now I into Z combined together, I'll take V at an angle phi. So these are the three voltages of corresponding this waveform. So this is V equal to VL plus VR. So this is VR bar and this one is VL bar. So we need to calculate the VL bar and VR bar. So for that one I have taken I as a reference. So I into R. So I into JXL and I into Z. Now from this vector diagram, just now I have told you that what is the resultant V? This is the addition of two vectors, VR plus VL. Now this is, what is V? So from the circuit diagram, we can write that V bar is equals to VR, okay, plus VL. So V bar plus VL. Now what we can write, so the total V is equals to, this is V bar is equals to, what is VR? We have calculated VR dot VR at an angle 0 degrees plus, so what is the VL? We get VL at an angle 90 degrees. Okay, now I can write this one as VR plus, when you have a 90 degrees, I can write that J into VL, J into VL. Now the resultant V, I can write it as, this one is real and imaginary terms. So if I want the magnitude, I'll take it as VR square plus VL square. So VR square plus VL square into the angle between them is tan inverse imaginary by real, that is VL by VR. So this is a magnitude and this one is a angle between them. So this is angle between them. Now or else we have another way of expressing, that is I bar into Z bar is equals to I into R plus I into XL, okay, at an angle 90 degrees, okay, that is equals to what you will get, I into R plus I into JXL. So from these two, if I take I as a common, I can write this R plus JXL. So this is the another representation of current when we are excited with the pure resistor and inductor capacitor, inductors in series. Now I can, so Z bar R plus JXL, I can write it as Z. Why? Because if you I bar into Z bar, if you compare real and imaginary, the right hand side and left hand side, I'll get Z bar equal to R plus J into XL. So that is equals to, if I want the magnitude, I'll get this is square root of R square plus X square into the angle between them is tan inverse XL by R. Tan inverse XL by R. So this is the angle between resistance and reactance. So this is the value of Z we got, and the current we already got by using the series RL circuit. So this is series RL circuit. Okay, so this is how we can able to calculate the response in series RL circuit. So before going to made the conclusion, just remind yourself, so what are the conclusions we have made when resistance are excited with the pure AC and individual inductance are excited with the pure AC. Just remind yourself. I'll give you just 1 minute of time. Just remind yourself how we have concluded how the vector diagram has been takes place when resistance is excited with the pure AC and as well as inductor is excited with the pure AC. Depending upon those two conclusions, then we will conclude this series RL circuit explanation. Okay. Okay, now so what is the conclusions we have made in a pure resistor when we are excited with the AC source? We have already said that there will not be any phase difference between a voltage and current. As usual, whenever we are excited a pure inductor with an AC source, there we have concluded that the inductor is, the current is lags behind the voltage by 90 degrees. So by using the phasor diagram of this RL circuit, here we have taken I as a reference vector. So here we have taken I as a reference vector. Okay. Now, and the phasor diagram shown in this figure, we can say that this voltage V bar is lags behind the current. This V bar is lags behind the current by some angle. In a pure inductor, what they have, what we get there, the inductor is exactly lags behind the inductor current is exactly lags behind the inductor voltage by 90 degrees. But here, whatever it may be the V, that V is not exactly lags behind the 90 degrees because of this resistance present in the circuit. It is lags behind the voltage by some angle. It is not exactly 90 degrees. The angle should be the phi value. So what is the first assumption we have made? First conclusion. So the conclusions are, so what is the first conclusion we have made? The voltage voltage V or else the current I. Why? Because ultimately our resultant is voltage. So I we have taken the reference, right? So that is the reason why we can write like this. The voltage V leads current I bar by some angle phi. By some angle phi. Some angle phi. Okay. And in a resistor, we have made that there are voltage and currents are in phase with each other. Then the in inductor. So what is the, we have conclusion made in a resistor. So in resistor, voltage and current both are in phase. Okay. Now while coming to the inductor, in inductor, voltage leads current by by 90 degrees. So it is a pure resistor, then both are in phase. When it is a pure inductor, it is exactly leads the 90 degrees. While coming to the resistance and inductance combined together, it is lags behind or else leads the voltage, leads the current. So keep in mind that here you have to make the clear differentiation that here current is lagging if you taken V as a reference. At the same time, if you take the current as a reference, then voltage is leading the current. So this is how we can able to analyze the RL series circuit when it is excited with the AC source. So this is RL series circuit, explanation of RL series circuit excited with the AC source. Okay.